She didn't leave loudly. She left quietly, and I let her think I didn't notice. I never thought I would be the kind of man this story happens to. I was the stable one, the predictable one, the man who believed that if you work hard, stay loyal, and treat your family right, life will eventually reward you. My wife and I had been married for 11 years. 11 quiet, ordinary years, no screaming fights, no dramatic breakups, no obvious cracks. At least that's what I thought. We met in our early 20s. We built everything together from nothing. A small apartment, used furniture, long work days, cheap vacations. When people ask me about marriage, I used to say the same thing every time. It's not exciting, but it's solid. I believed that was enough. I was wrong. The first sign I ignored. The first sign wasn't lipstick on a collar. It wasn't secret phone calls or late nights. It was distance. She started living next to me instead of with me. She laughed less, touched me less, asked fewer questions about my day. At first, I blamed myself. Work stress, age, routine. That's what married people do. They explain things away because the truth feels too dangerous. Then she started working late, at first once a week, then twice. Then it became normal. I remember one night sitting alone at the kitchen table, eating dinner I reheated for the third time, staring at my phone like it might explain something. She came home after midnight smiling, not tired, not stressed, happy. That was when something inside me quietly broke. The discovery. I didn't confront her. Not because I was weak, because I wanted the truth, not excuses. One evening, she left her laptop open just for a second. I wasn't snooping, I wasn't searching. A message popped up, just one line. I missed last night already. No name, no context, but I knew. Your body knows these things before your mind accepts them. I sat there for a long time, long enough for the screen to go dark. That night I didn't sleep. Instead, I made a decision that changed everything. I would not explode. I would not beg. I would not confront her until I understood everything. What I learned over the next few weeks, I became someone else, quiet, observant, patient. I learned his name. I learned where they met. I learned how long it had been going on. 8 months of lies served with a smile. He was younger than me, worked in sales, confident, careless, the kind of man who believes other people's marriages are none of his concern. And the worst part, she wasn't confused. She wasn't drunk. She wasn't manipulated. She was choosing him every single time. The night she confessed without knowing it, one night she sat across from me on the couch and said, "Do you ever think people change?" I looked at her and said, "Everyone does." She nodded slowly. "I just don't want to wake up one day and regret my life." That was her confession, not in words, but in meaning. And in that moment, something cold and clear formed inside me. I realized something important. She wasn't sorry. She was preparing an exit, and I refused to be left broken while she walked away clean. My revenge wasn't loud. Most people imagine revenge as screaming, cheating back, or destroying everything. That's not real revenge. Real revenge is silent, calculated, legal. I didn't touch another woman. I didn't insult her. I didn't raise my voice. Instead, I started preparing. I spoke to a lawyer. Quietly, I gathered documents carefully. I learned things I should have learned years ago. Accounts, assets, investments. I discovered that most of what we owned existed because of my income. I had trusted her completely. That was my mistake, but it was also my advantage. The turning point one afternoon, she told me she was going on a work trip. I already knew the truth. Instead of arguing, I smiled and said, "Have a great time." That night, I booked an appointment, not with a therapist, with a financial advisor. And for the first time in my life, I started protecting myself instead of the marriage, the confrontation. I waited until everything was ready. Then one evening after dinner, I said calmly, "We need to talk." She froze. I told her everything I knew. Names, dates, places, no anger, no shouting, just facts. She cried, she apologized, she said it didn't mean anything. That was almost funny. I listened quietly. Then I said, "I know," and I handed her the divorce papers. The part she didn't expect, she assumed I would beg her to stay, that I would fight. Instead, I was calm, too calm. That scared her. She asked me, are you seeing someone else? And I said, "No, I just woke up." Over the next few months, reality hit her harder than any insult could. The lifestyle she enjoyed disappeared, the security vanished, the future she imagined collapsed. The man she cheated with, he didn't stay. He never does. The real revenge. Here's the truth no one tells you. Revenge isn't about hurting them, it's about not being destroyed by them. I rebuilt my life slowly, new routine, new goals, new boundaries. I learned how easily love turns into entitlement when respect dies. Months later, she called me, crying. She said she made a mistake. I believed her and still said no because the man she betrayed no longer existed. The lesson. If you're listening to this and thinking about betrayal, remember this. The most dangerous lies aren't told loudly. They're whispered in routines, and the strongest revenge isn't rage, it's clarity. I didn't win because she lost. I won because I refused to lose myself.